Hey, everybody, welcome to the witching hour. You know it, the hour when the veil is thin and magic happens. Well, yep, another great guest for you today. He is an actor, he is an award winning director, he is an awe inspiring magician, card trick, and more than anything, even a dear, dear friend. Jeff Ezell, welcome to the witching hour, Jeff.
Love Patti, man. Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's so cool. I appreciate it.
It is thrilled to have you here. You are truly one of my favorite people in the world. We work together we talk to each other pretty much on a daily basis, I
Yeah.
think. But for anybody who doesn't quite understand with you, again, you are in all areas of entertainment and, again, acting and directing and producing things and all sorts of stuff and magic. I mean, like, he's a magician at the Magic Castle. He is a world-class award-winning magician. How did that come about?
I think, for me, I started off as a kid. I think everybody, you start off as a kid, you get interested somehow. But what I love doing as a kid is I loved watching magic on TV. Any opportunity I got, if there was something on TV, I wanted to see it. And then I ended up having one person I enjoyed watching more than the other, which was a guy named Doug Henning. And he became like my role model in a sense for my character, my personality, the way I like to show things and have fun with. That's what I enjoyed watching the most. He was so cool, so cool.
That is good. So then you got a deck of cards or a
Yeah,
kid's magic kit or something like that and to get into it?
yeah. The first thing I ever got was from my dad when I was like 12 years old. He bought me a card trick book because I was getting my tonsils taken. And at 12, they say if you're getting your tonsils out at the time, it takes you about a week or so to recover. He said, "What do you want?" I said, "Get me a card trick book and a pack of cards." And I said, "At the end of the week, I'll find the trick in there I like, I'll learn it, and I'll show everybody. It'll give me time to read it and learn it." And so I did. And at the end of the week, I was able to talk enough. And I decided I was going to show everybody this cool trick I learned. And I did. And what happened was really cool and also a lesson for me. The lesson was this: I showed the trick, and what I saw were all the smiles and all the laughs and all the facial expressions were so cool. I got addicted to that, right? And the bad part was, after I was done with the trick, they were all excited. And being excited wasn't bad, but what was bad was what they said next. They said, "Do another one." I only learned the one trick out of the book. So I didn't even have another one lined up. So I learned a serious lesson at that moment. Don't go with anybody with just one trick, of course, but have yourself a little set of, and it just helped me develop something to start routining things through. So yeah, that's when I got my very first card trick book when I was like 12 years old.
So again, one of my questions was going to be, what was the first moment you realized you could move a room with magic? Was that it? Your first card trick?
Yeah, it's a good thing. That would probably be the moment because what I witnessed at that moment wasn't about, "Ooh, look, I fooled you." It was, "Ooh, look, I made you smile. Ooh, look, I made you laugh." I was 12 and I realized that. And I thought to myself, I want to do this more. I enjoyed making people smile and laugh. So it worked out for me.
That is great. And again, you travel the world doing this as a profession amongst all those other
Yeah.
things that you do, which in this town is how we have.
Oh, yeah.
Now also, I'm the psychic this time, and you do mentalism, which
Yeah.
is the magician's idea of. So, what is the difference to that? Or when somebody says, "Are you psychic?" What do you say? Or to explain what mentalism is a little bit.
Yeah. So
What your secrets.
the way I read mentalism is this: is when you're doing something with somebody who's your spectator or somebody you're working with in the audience, and you're showing that you're going to either predict something or figure something out that they're thinking about or have already thought about without them knowing how you did it or how you came about getting that information, basically. um, I do tell people that I can't really read minds for real, but when I'm done with it, you're going to still think that guy read my mind, no matter what, 100%.
I,
That's just how I work it out.
I know
It's just presentation.
it's amazing to me, but I can sit there as somebody who reads minds and
Yeah.
whatever. It's like, how could he do that? How could there wasn't leading questions?
Yeah.
I could do the simple as like, what's red your favorite color? You know, and it's
Yeah,
red
yeah,
your
yeah.
favorite color. But no, it isn't. So does it ever in your world do you thought, okay, whether it's your magic, like awe inspiring, make them smile, make them laugh, make them wonder thing, or is there ever your thought like, well, that was more than a trick?
Yeah. And it came more from when I'm doing a mentalism routine than sometimes a magic routine. They're both really good, but the one that I have, I was doing a routine at the Magic Castle one day, and it's where I'm completely blindfolded, and I start telling people in the audience about themselves, and they're like, "How did he know?" All these things like that, and I get to this one lady, and I say, "Is there a?" So I'm gonna use the name Corrine just to have a name for. I can't remember her name. Is there a Corrine here? And she's like, "Yes, I'm here." And I go, "I want you to do me a favor, Corrine. I want you to just take in a really deep breath and then hold it for a second and then just blow the breath towards me." And then she does. And the first thing out of my mouth is lasagna. Like, "You had lasagna for dinner." And it was a humorous moment. And everybody laughed. She's like, "I did. How'd you know that?" Um, but after that, I got her birth date right. I got her driver's license number right. But the thing that really got the whole thing was when I said to her, "You have 7 children." And she said, "No, I don't. I've only got 5 kids." I said, "Okay." I said, "No, you have 7 kids. 100%. I know it." And I'm just having fun with her at the moment in my mind. And then she finally broke and said, "Nobody knows that." She goes, "I've had 2 miscarriages." And she goes, "That equals my 7." And she goes, "I've never talked to anybody. I've never met this guy." She stood up in the middle of the audience and said, "This is the best I've ever seen in my life." She she would have started a religion to me at that moment. Honestly, she would have. But when you have somebody that feels that good about that, you can't take it away from them. You just let them enjoy it. Okay.
Yeah.
And I made that moment. She'll never, ever, ever forget that.
No. And so, well, I don't know how you usually get your clues for mentalism,
Yeah.
the magic, your kind of magical way, but you just knew it, right?
Yeah. On that one, there was nothing ever. We've never met. We've never talked. We never did many things. And you've said yourself to me, Patty, you're like, "I swear you're psychic." I'm like, "I don't know." But I'm always popping off stuff here and there. And you're like, "How do you know?" I'm like, I have no idea. So I think it could tie together for me.
Yeah, I think it has to, and it does, because number one, you're an artist. When you're an artist in magic arts, because
Yeah.
you guys have to be good on stage. You have to tell stories. You have to, and you're acting. When you're an artist, you develop that right creative brain, and that's what you need to do to develop your psychic ability, your mediumship ability.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even surprise me in the least. You're probably just as psychic as I am. You just channeled it into a different way.
Yeah. I certainly use it in a fun way, a different way. And people really enjoy the way I present it. That's the best I can figure out.
So, okay, the one thing I know about regular that magic, I don't know how you do it, but I know misdirection is a part of regular magic.
Yes.
Which amazes me because I'm trying to direct, not misdirect, direct. So, but it's a kind of a powerful life lesson, not just on stage or anything.
Right.
How do you feel about that? What do you again? You are a king of misdirection.
Okay. Misdirection. It really has to do with what you're doing, when you're doing it, and how you want somebody to see something the way you want it to be seen. Like, here's a little example. Rubber
Okay,
band,
so
right?
you bet.
It looks like I snipped it up my nose,
Yeah.
right? But it's you can't see it. It's nowhere.
No,
It's completely gone. But it's just what I do. I misdirect you to make you think it's misdirection. It's still acting. It's still movement. It's everything. All put together makes the magic really happen. It makes the smile like this, right? But it's me presenting the whole thing, showing the rubber band. I throw my head. I do the whole 9 yards, and it's all the thing that goes together that makes it look so good. And then in the end, truly, you can look, Patty. Everybody, there's nothing.
There is no rubber band there. You guys, this is amazing. We'll love to have you doing your magic.
Yeah.
Because so this is part of that wonder. Again, my magic has a K on the end, which is my witchy
Yeah.
stuff. His magic doesn't have it, which means card tricks, rubber bands
Right.
disappearing, rabbits out of hat, disappearing buildings along the way. But what, again, it's the sense of wonder. I become an 8-year-old kid when I see you do a trick, when I see
Yeah.
that magic, that feels good. That's like, how does that happen?
And
So,
that smile that you had just a moment ago is the exact same room full of smiles that I go for when I'm doing it.
yeah, and then you get it. So can you do another trick for us?
Of course.
Okay. Okay.
And you,
I don't, do you want to do,
no, no. And think about it though. When, when, when I first started doing magic, right?
Mhm.
Truly, it really was about, ooh, look what I can do. Because even though I made people smile, I was excited about, look what I can do. And so I became maybe more self-centered about, ooh, I'm amazing. Ooh, this is incredible. Ooh, I can do this better than you. I had to realize as I grew older that it wasn't about the fooling somebody. It wasn't about I made you feel any certain way. The way I wanted to make you feel was in the very end, if I made you smile, made you laugh, made you think for a second. That's where I really win on that one. Going for it every single time. I always win on. Patty, name any card.
okay.
Watch. And I'll show you the
Eight,
crowd, right?
yeah.
Cards.
Ace of Hearts.
Oh, was that the? That was at the bottom. That was the Ace of Diamonds, not these hearts, just so you see.
Okay.
But I wanted you to see, Patty. I'm going to show Patty the cards. Look,
I see they're
right?
all mixed up. They're
There's,
all different cards.
there's really no order of the cards. There's
No
no way
order
I can
whatsoever.
know you're going to see the Ace of
No.
Hearts, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you said Ace of Hearts, it was really a free choice, wasn't it?
It was a complete.
Would you be absolutely impressed if I told you you were sitting on the Ace of Hearts?
I would be absolutely impressed
No.
if you told me I was.
You know, the funnier part was I really don't have an Ace of Hearts anywhere in this pack. And you could see, I'll go through every single card. And you happen to name the only card in the entire deck that I don't have. And you can verify for everybody.
No.
Is there an Ace of Hearts?
There is
anywhere in
not
this
an
pack?
Ace of Cards.
And the reason there's not one in this pack is because
Yeah.
I literally threw it away
You did?
previously, only because sometimes I destroy cards, I ruin cards, and I'll still use the pack because the rest of the pack is still really good. But watch this. I'll show you something
Okay.
else.
Okay.
I want you to just think about it. Think about this. I'm going to riff it off your cards, Patty. I want you to say the word step. Okay.
Okay.
As I go, just riff it on like that. You just say stop at some point. And I'll
Okay.
take the card. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Stop.
Great, Patty. Take the card. Don't show it to me. Show everybody else. Matter of fact, Patty, take all the cards. I'll turn my head. Can you still see me in the camera? I'm turning my head.
We
Right?
can see you. Yes.
Okay. Patty, I
Yeah.
want you to put the card, show the camera, put the card back in the box, and just remember,
On the deck, on top.
wherever you want.
Okay.
Put the card in the pack wherever you want.
Okay.
And I want you to see that the card is in the pack. I didn't see the card. I'm not even looking at you. You picked the card at random.
Yeah.
And you put them back in the box.
Yeah.
Patty, I want you to just think about the card, right?
Okay.
I haven't looked at it, right?
No.
Haven't seen the cards.
Not at all.
I'm going to turn around. I'm going to look at you right in your eyes for just a moment. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
But don't show me any cards. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Watch this. Did you guys see the card? Okay, now watch this. Look right at me for 3 straight seconds. When I say go, just think about just the card. Are you ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. 3 of hearts.
I picked it out of the middle of the deck. How did he do that?
Magic. That's part of my mentalism, right?
Yeah.
But I'm doing it right here with you live.
Right here live.
And you don't see it happening or see even how it's happening. It's just happening. So we have fun with it.
This is, I love it. It just brings the magic out in the world. And we need to live in a world of magic. You
Yeah.
guys, it's a crazy world. It's too serious all the time.
We love to entertain.
So, and again, you also are one of the most positive, optimistic humans I have ever met in my life.
I try my best. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I really do.
you truly are. What are some of your life secrets to be this amazing? Everybody loves you, and not that it's about everybody loving you, but that you walk into a place and you bring in light, whether you're doing a trick or not.
I remember as a kid, I don't think that as a kid, and this is for many people. I think as a kid, a lot of us probably didn't have the greatest experience as a youth, right?
Okay.
For whatever reason, right? It could be some people could have been neglected, some people could have been orphaned, some people could have just been a single child, whatever it'll be, right? For me, I was a kid that was raised in a small city just east of here. Most people never heard of it. It's called Detroit. Very far away, right? But I didn't think Detroit was horrible for me as a kid because I was growing up in it. So I didn't know any different. Went to Detroit high schools, all the good stuff. But I did have a single mom who was always working because she was doing everything she could to support family.
Mhm.
So no matter what I was doing during the day or what I was doing with my classes or what I was doing for school, in the very end, I still had to make some decisions for myself. I could live life one of two ways. I could be just bored, miserable, whatever it is, or I can go out and figure out ways to have fun, enjoy my life, be a kid, whatever it will be, right? I chose the latter. I wanted to have more smiles and more miles with more smiles, right? And that's kind of the way I saw it. I want to have fun, and I wanted more people around me to have fun with me. When I was working at a place in Michigan, it was a small restaurant called Ram's Horn, and it was on the corner of Plymouth and Telegraph at that time. And I think that's still Detroit, that area right there. But it was my very first, not my very first job. It was my very first, I'd call it my big job, I guess, but it wasn't really a big job. The owner of the restaurant said something similar to me, what you're saying today. He goes, with the things that you see, things you go through, he goes, how do you smile every day? I was like, I don't know. I think it's just a personal choice. That's really it in the very end. You have to choose to make what you're going to see happen. Somebody told me, they go, when you're born, you look like your parents. And when you die, you look like your decisions.
No.
So you really have to live your life the way you're going to live your life and enjoy it the best you can. So I choose smiling, enjoyment, all the good things.
That is good. So it is a choice. It is a
Yeah,
choice.
it's a choice.
You know, we can't control everything in our life. We control a lot of it.
It's
Me
not easy.
being a witch, we can control a lot.
Yeah.
You learn you learn all
Yeah,
this stuff.
yeah,
But we can control how we react to things and what our
exactly.
choices of how we react.
And you knowing me as long as you have, I've known Patti for decades. Her and Carrie for decades.
Decades.
But Patti has seen me, even in the last 7 years, go through it, right?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't know if you didn't know me.
No, would never. Know.
And the only way you would know is if you talk to me and ask me, because I don't make complaints. I don't sit down to write anything bad. I just keep going forward. So no worries. Whatever's going on, you push forward. You just make things happen.
Right. Where you put your focus is where you live and what you get.
Mhm.
We can sit there all feeling sorry for ourselves
Every
for
day.
this and that
Yes.
every day and choose not to.
Yes.
So, and again, you do bring joy to people, whether it's doing a trick like you just did or just that happy smiling face coming into that. So if somebody's sitting there and they're really grumpy right now going, "Yeah, yeah, that's you, but that's not me."
Yeah.
Should they go learn magic? Should they go learn trick? Because you put humor into a lot of your stuff as well.
Mhm.
So is it just taking life lighter in some aspects?
Yeah. I mean, truly, you do have to be not necessarily light on your feet, but light on your mind. You have to just control the things, worry about the things you can control, and the things you can't control. If you have zero control over it, you can't stress it. Okay, I can't control that. It's going to happen. Whatever's going to happen, I have to just figure a way to work my way through it, around it, or with one way or the other. But you could do it again more than one way. You could smile or you could be grumpy. I don't want to be grumpy. I don't have time for it.
I love that. Okay. Okay, let's go back to magic for a second because
sure.
again, this is my favorite
I
thing.
love it.
So again, to me, magicians
Yeah.
have to be some of the most talented. Number one, you need those physical dexterous
Yeah.
to hide whatever you do. And you have to be good on stage and you have to be a storyteller. And so if you're putting together a routine, what comes first? Is it the effect, the trick that you're doing, the story, or the personality you're putting into it? How do you develop that? Because
That's a
you're
good one.
good there. Yeah.
What I learned a long time ago was first, the way I think creatives will think will be, here's the result we're going for. Here's what we'd like to see happen. And maybe work it backwards a little bit to see what we can do to get back to the beginning point of that. Or if you see something like, say, I see this card is just like got all these angels and things on it, and I want to see this card turn over. Okay, it's turn over. That's easy, right? But you could also take that same card and make it to where it's going to have like a different face and different things like that. But you have to figure out how you want to do that. You have to work your process through it. And everything in the very end is going to be a process one way or another. But figure your process and then see what steps you have to take to make that process in.
That's amazing. So you really do dance between your logical left brain and your intuitive right brain.
Yeah.
And then for you, your heart. I call
Yeah.
that triangle
Yeah.
thinking, which is great. And then he makes it look easy.
I try.
Because I mean, I play with cards every day, not 52 deck playing cards. I play with tarot cards and oracle cards. I am not really good. This man, the dexterity.
Like watch this, the King of Hearts, right? Just as a sample. if you want to say the king of hearts like this, you want to put it in the pack right down here like this. I'm sorry. And you want to push it up like this, and you snap, it's right back to the top again. So you could show it like that, but I'm not looking at the camera. Sorry if you missed some of that, but it really happened that way. You just have to think of ways to make it happen. And it's not all the same card. They're all different cards, every single one of them, every single time.
So again, you must practice a lot to
Yeah.
make it look that easy.
I do.
Yeah.
I practice. And people say right now, do you practice every day? And I don't necessarily think I practice per se. I'm just doing it so much that it might feel like practice. Just like anything you do, you're doing it so much. It's not practice. You're just doing it.
Yeah, I'm just doing it. That is great. And again, I've seen you in places bring joy to. We're standing in line at a red carpet. Again,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
see
yeah.
the publicists
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
Hollywood people together. So we'll be in a middle of
Yes.
the line to get to the red carpet, whatever, to do what you have to do for the stuff and repeat. And
I'll see the line is super long. I'm like, there's people here who are bored. Let's do some tricks.
and again, all of a sudden, everybody in the line is sort of like, okay, we have to wait in line. I shouldn't have to wait in line. I'm so and so. I'm on a TV show, and then all of a sudden, it's like all that is forgotten.
Yeah.
Now we are being entertained
Yeah.
by this little.
They're happy to be in the line at that moment.
Yeah.
They're happy. They'll say, like, the fact that they were in line right there near us made their line stay so much better because we had so much fun at that moment. We made that 20 or 30 minute line feel like 5 minutes old.
Yeah, it's just like you don't want it to end. Wait, no, I've got to go get my picture taken now.
Right.
So, what about the taking it into again? You are an award-winning director.
Yeah.
Oh, my ghost is talking to
Yeah.
us right now.
Love that
Oh,
ghost.
yeah, that's Adrian.
I'm
Oh,
glad Adrian showed up, by the way,
Oh.
because Adrian doesn't show up every time I'm here,
no.
but often Adrian does. And I'm so happy that it happened. Right.
She plays the drum way above any of our
Yeah.
head, even tall guy's head
Yeah.
over there, way above. So is that just your to be an actor, to be a producer, in the creative? Did that something you just kind of fell into with doing the magic, or
Yeah. Well, I think with the magic, of course, came first, right? The filmmaking, directing, editing, all that came later. But I did technically fall into that, and it wasn't even intentional. I think I started editing because I wanted to start editing my own magic videos. This was many, many years ago. I saw my buddy doing it. I was like, oh, you shot that on your phone? I could shoot that on my phone and make a whole video. I was like, I want to do that. And so I started doing that just by shooting little magic videos, right? And then I ended up working on a film set and being a producer for some films, and then being a executive producer on another film, and then being a director on my last film, again, then winning the director's awards and things like this. And she had fun with it. I mean, it goes back to just enjoying yourself with it. But I did fall into the film industry, 100%.
that is awesome. Again, sometimes we are led by spirit.
Yeah.
I think it's a dance between fate and destiny, free will, where we want to go, and the winds go this way. We put up the sails, we take down the sails as we go. And again, as he's talking about editing, all those beautiful videos that you see on me, the clips taken from Ghost Adventures,
Yeah.
from different TV shows, from all my YouTubers, is him. He is the one creating it. He is the one doing all my social media presence.
Yes, Megan Trainor. Yes, Zach, I'm editing your videos.
Yes, this beautiful man. So so on the same thing with that, what is your secret sauce to that? Or do you have an idea of what you want this to begin, a beginning, middle, of end, or you just pull things out? Because out there, people are going, well, I don't have Jeff to help me, but I want to make some of my own videos.
Yes.
How would you start with that? I don't know how to edit creative processing. Is it again storytelling?
Yeah, it is. It is a kind of a storytelling and a design. If you're thinking about social media, the design of the algorithm is going to really dictate what you can and cannot put up, or what will go good or will not go good, depending on the time frames that you put up, the type of videos you put up, and how long the videos are, et cetera. So there's so many fun little things that go into place that I've took time to study and learn, and it's worth it. But I didn't certainly know it up front. I taught myself my own stuff first, and then once I got okay with my stuff, then I started bringing on other clients, Patti and other people like that. So yeah, it's totally doable. Anybody could do it, but you do have to dedicate time to something like that. That does take time for sure.
It does take time. So, okay. So we both work with audience in a sense, if I'm
Yeah.
doing a mediumship
Yeah.
gallery and you're doing a magic show or whatever. And we can't really always control the audience. Some audiences are better than others.
Yeah.
What if you have an audience that you're not quite tapping into? Do you have a favorite kind of audience member, or do you have a save that you go to? Do you like, I'm going to start throwing them some energy, whatever,
Yeah.
like wake them up, wake them up. What do you do?
There's two things, and that's a great question. I love that. And I want to tell you a story about one of my favorite audience members.
Okay.
It happens to be when I was 8 years old,
Eh,
and it was my little brother who was 3 years old, so like 5 years younger than me. And I was watching magic on TV, right? Magic. And I saw Doug Henning do a double sawing in half on stage on like a TV show called Celebrities of Magic or something. I can't remember what it was. But I do remember that he had two ladies. One was in a blue box, one was in a pink box, sawed them in half, switched the legs, popped them out. And then one lady was in one box, one's in the other box. And it was really, really cool. But I saw it and I thought it was amazing. So I wanted to try it at home.
eh,
We had just bought a refrigerator. It was in Detroit. So in Michigan, you have basements, right? We had that big refrigerator box in the basement. Then we had those carpenter horses in the basement.
Yeah.
So I told my brother, I said, help me carry all this stuff upstairs in the living room. I said, I'm going to show you something that's going to be so cool. You're going to love it. Put the carpenter horses in my living room, took that big box, put it in the living room on top of the carpenter horses, and told my brother to crawl in the box. He was 3. He was willing to do anything I asked him to do. That's why I love my brother. I literally took one of those, just like the saws, and just started going at the box with him in the box. I said, no, don't move, right? And I'm going, just me and him home. I'm going to show him the most amazing thing ever saw. Going at this box. And my brother, with all the curiosity in the world, was so happy to help me out. But he was 3. What did he know, right? Literally, my mom walks in the door at just the perfect time. I'm going at it. And she's, what? She's screaming, right? I was like, Mom, you got to see this. I watched it on TV last night. It was amazing. I just kept, of course, she stopped me. She grabbed me. She has to tell me basically what's really, quote unquote, happening. I was like, oh. But the good news is, she walked in at the good time, right? Because if she didn't, he would have literally been my half brother.
Oh, but a bump. Yeah, bring humor into
Very
everything.
human, right?
That is crazy. Again,
I love that.
again, that's what you see on TV. Don't do this on.
Yeah. Don't try this
try
at
this at home.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
didn't listen.
Magic shows, adventure shows, or no, with all the YouTubers and everything else. But that is, I'm so glad
Yeah.
you're not.
Yeah. Oh, he's glad too.
Yeah,
He's bringing Mom by the way.
that's good. It's a little scar across
Yeah,
the
right.
belly. What is the best compliment? Again, I'm sure you're gonna compliment all day because
Yeah.
he's really good, you guys. So what is the best, what would be, or what has been the best compliment you've ever received?
I guess I would have to say compliment in a sense is when you get your awards, right? Awards and things like that are like applause for entertainers, right? It's like Emmys, Oscars. Those are real big compliments. That means all your peers voted for you to have that because they thought you did so well. And that happened to me twice. So through the Academy of Magical Arts, I was nominated among the top 5 for the 2 different categories that I was in for those years, 2 years in a row. So that was that. The way I just kind of break that down, the Academy of Magical Arts Awards are like the Emmys or the Oscars for actors. And just to be nominated was so cool. I didn't win, but I made the top 5.
That's
And that's a pretty good cut.
That
And
is-
for me.
you're-
That's a massive compliment.
You were nominated for an Oscar,
Yeah,
babe.
yeah. So I mean, you can't take that away from somebody. You can't.
That is,
That's my compliment, 100%. And I hold on to that. I wear it like a badge of honor. I'm always so happy to even talk about it.
that is. Now, okay, we're both, again, Hollywood people.
Yeah.
You do your magic, you do it in a living room, you
Yeah.
do it at the Magic Castle, which hopefully you've all heard of the Magic Castle.
Yeah.
It is this amazing here in Hollywood, Los Angeles premier club for magicians.
It is.
The best magicians in the world come from all over the world to perform there.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. So we have the live and person, and then you do on camera magic. What is the difference between real in your face magic and like me too? If I'm on a ghost hunter mediumship,
Yeah.
you have to keep it real
Tight.
and yet.
On camera, I think you have to be, the best word I can say is tighter, right? You have to do things at a bit of a more peppier speed because you have to keep everybody's attention. In person, I'm with the audience. I can story tell with them a little bit, have a little bit more fun with them, banter with the crowd. But with the camera, you're sitting there, you're watching.
Yeah.
And you're hoping to get a smile or a laugh.
Yeah.
And that's what
You won't see it.
Yeah, you're not going to see it. The way you find out how good it was is through your views, through your activity on your social media, things like that. And I've started to get good, and I love that.
Okay, that is amazing. Okay, I came up with a rapid because you're quick on your feet.
Okay.
You're an old friend doing it.
Yeah.
I just come up with whatever comes first. I'm going to
Yeah.
change one.
Cool.
By the way, he does this amazing trick with rubber bands. I don't know if you
Yeah.
do it here. You don't have to do it here.
Watch
We
this,
can do
watch
it
it.
here. Okay, we're going to do it here.
Oh, look,
my
look.
God, look at
Patti loves this, and I love this. On my social media, this is probably one of the most popular tricks you'll see on my social media. I don't know if it's the best trick you'll ever see in your life, but it's one that social media is telling me the algorithm loves it, and I continually do it, and it goes out and over. I usually film it with my glasses and just have fun with it, and I post it that way. So you won't see my face normally in those videos, but you'll see the other person's expressions. I'll say, look, you take a rubber band like this, you place it in your fingers like this, and you kind of have it like that. Add another one in place like this. I'll put it directly behind here like that, and I'll lock it in place like this. So you can see it's really back there. Can't come out the side here, can't come side here, middle here, top or bottom like that. But if you rub it, it'll completely separate. How's it go? On your camera. There we are. There it separates. There we go.
How does he do that?
And so if I do it to Patti,
Yeah.
like just watch this, Patti, watch.
Okay.
Put your fingers up like this, over like this, and make a fist like this. And can we see you on the camera? Perfect. Now make a fist.
And, like this.
Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Now watch this.
Okay.
It's going to go directly behind here like this.
Behind it.
I'll lock it in place like this.
Yeah.
You can feel it's back there.
Yeah, it's
Now, if you're holding it tight, you can't come
No,
outside here.
you can't get
come
around.
outside
You
here.
cannot.
Middle makes no sense.
Right.
Top and bottom won't work. But if you rub it, it should come straight through.
How did you do that?
My reactions.
That. How did you do that? It's magic. It is magic. That is amazing.
And seeing live magic is really an art that never ever will die, right? Number one. But seeing it live makes all the difference in the world. You can watch it on video all day long. You can slow down, speed up, whatever you're gonna do. But watching a live magic show, watching something live like that, amazing.
It is amazing. So how did he do that? There's no hole in this rubber. He gets hole. It's
right.
All right. So okay, rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Cards or rubber bands?
I really love cards.
Okay. Stage show or close up? Personal.
I like stage because I can meet more people.
Okay. Magic Castle, big prestigious venue, or people gathered around you and whatever.
I like the people gathered around.
Okay, good. Okay. Skeptic or a believer? Which one's more fun?
Skeptic, because you get to change them or let them believe exactly what they're going to believe for the rest of their lives.
Okay, that is good. Okay. What is a most underrated skill? Timing, eye contact, or confidence?
I think good one. I'd say eye contact is not necessarily part of that for the magic. I would say the talk,
Okay.
the pattern, the style. Yeah.
Because again, we get into it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
To draw
Okay.
in.
Okay. What's one word that your friends would use for you?
Amazing.
I like that. Okay. Okay, one word that you are trying to embody this year.
I think for me, I think it's the same word I'll put together every year, and I'll always keep it the same for me. It's just love for me, because I love to love people.
I write that on my Instagram almost every day. We're supposed to put what you're going on.
Yeah.
Song. I almost always just write love.
I love love.
Peace. I love love. Thank you. Yeah. If sense of wonder were like a vitamin or a medicine, what would it cure?
Oh my goodness.
Huh?
You know, they say laughter is the best medicine.
I do.
When you get that sense of wonder, you're going to be laughing a lot, and you're not going to have any ailments.
You're not going to have it. I have a friend. His name's Frank Damo. He is a producer like you.
Yeah.
He produces. He has his own stream before we even called it streaming service.
Yeah.
Called Laugh MD. He has a channel that's got comedy new old that they put in hospitals because it is proven
It's
to
true.
help people heal faster.
It's-
And I know you do a lot of work in hospitals.
You know
right?
what? You know why that's so good? It's because of the way you make the mind work in the very end. I knew an oncologist who told me, he goes, I've known people who totally survivable who didn't make it because of their mindset. He goes, and then he told me, he goes, you who could not have made it 100% made it because of your mindset, everything.
Everything. And anybody who knows my story, I'm supposed to have been sick forever, dead a long
100%.
time ago. And instead I just stopped getting sick.
Yes.
Period. End of story.
Yeah.
Mindset. Magic mindset. Go together like that. again, you are a beautiful storyteller. So in both in your magic world and in your regular
Yeah.
world, again, you're great. Invite him to a party.
Yeah.
Truly invite him to a party. Um, is that been developed in you too? Is that just getting the world, Jeff, or what kind of stories do you like to tell? Is it
I think for the development of it, it just took time over years to even be comfortable talking in front of crowds, number one, and then to develop things into stories or performances. Um, if you have like a show, you have a beginning, middle, end, right? But there comes a point where you have to actually start to place things where that would work out the best to get the most reaction and the best benefit for the crowd to make it feel like everything flows, number one, like a story. And then to make it feel like everybody's just going from this little bit of thing over here to this massive thing over here, right? And so that's where the storytelling in your magic will come along, or anything you're doing.
that is amazing. Okay, one last question before we go. You guys have to see this guy follow. So not everything goes as we want it. Again,
Correct.
sometimes we have little failures, all of us, and if we don't have any
Yeah.
failures, we haven't done anything.
Right.
So, and what have you learned from any things that didn't go quite right or quite right? What lessons have you got from that, or how do you react when something isn't what you had hoped for?
You don't cut your brother in half. Don't do that.
Best answer ever.
So people have asked me, they go, have you ever screwed up on stage? And that's an honest question. And it's a very legit question. And the honest and legit answer is absolutely. But the reality is, as an entertainer, you know what screwed up. The audience doesn't necessarily know. So it's your ability to adapt and just flow through it and make it seem like there's nothing happened and everything's seamless. That's part of your job as an entertainer. So when I'm up there, even when I screw up, I know I screwed up. I'm like, damn, that should have gone this way and it didn't, for whatever reason. I just do a different trick, or I just move on to something else, or I make something flow into something else. It just works out.
It's amazing. And so what makes an audience want to believe? Is that an emotional ingredient? To it? They
Yeah.
want to see that one?
Yes, because there's two types of people who watch magic shows. And, many people have said it very well. They go that the people who go to the shows that enjoy magic and want to be fooled, question, quote unquote, right? And then there's people who want to go to shows and try to figure out every trick you do and not sit there and enjoy it, but just be that person. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure that out. You have to really want to go and enjoy it. Even me, as much as I know with magic, if I go to watch a show, I intentionally sit there and I don't want to say I dumb myself down, but I don't want to, I want to enjoy. I just want to enjoy the moment. I don't try to sit there. Oh, I know how this is done. Oh, I know how that was. I want to enjoy the performance. I want to see everybody smiling. I want to enjoy the laughter. I want to enjoy the claps just as much as everybody else, but I also want to be part of it because it's going to be so cool to watch all that stuff.
I'm like that too. Again, with even theatrics, watching a TV, they being an ex-actor along the way myself. I don't want to sit there and just watch a movie critiquing their acting or the writing or the directing. I want to be in it. So I would be
It's a big deal.
critic. It's great.
It's a big deal.
So anyway, oh my God, this is, you guys, where can people fall in love with you like I have? So where can people find you, follow you, your social media, websites?
If you want to follow me, I'm parked outside over here. And when I leave, just make a train. Be very cool. No, I have social media, Jeff Ezell Magician or Jeff Ezell Magic. Anything you look up on Google, you'll find me. I'm all over the place. But Jeff Ezell and then the word magic. There's another Jeff Ezell out there. He's an attorney somewhere in the Midwest. He does his own magic. It's not me.
Is it a different guy?
Yeah, different one. But yeah, if it's Jeff Ezell Magic, you'll find me everywhere. But please follow along because I have a lot of fun stuff and I love to see you guys there.
And do you list places you're going to be performing and stuff that is available to public sometimes?
Sometimes when I do, yeah. So many of my shows are private party and corporate events, which I love doing. They're probably my favorite ones. But the very rare public show that I do, I absolutely promote the heck out of it, 100%.
Nice. So like him, follow him, check it out.
And part of those private shows are you guys hiring me.
Yeah, hire him. Work for a company, work for an organization, charity organization. He will bring joy to your event, whatever.
We have joy, we have fun, we have seasons in the sun.
We can't sing anymore because
Right.
Anyway, thank you, Jeff Ezell. It's been great. Love you so much, you guys.
Awesome.
Hope you guys all can have a friend as amazing as him. So magic is everywhere.
100%.
Sometimes it's in a deck of cards.
It is. It is.